In spite of what we've been taught to believe, you cannot build a sovereign nation or a strong family on a lie. The man provides the structure and the shield. The woman operates within that protection. And I know that's going to rub a lot of people the wrong way, but it is what it is, and I will elaborate further. To pretend they are the same, and what I mean, the same, is how they pit our roles to be. But to pretend they are the same is to ensure that neither ever reaches their full potential. A unit cannot have two heads. In the physical world, where things are built, defended, and maintained, there's a natural order. The man is the foundation. Without the man's physical strength, structural labor, and strategic protection, there is no household. And I know you ain't gonna like how that sounds, but there is no household for a woman to be in. Yes, you may have somewhere you lay your head, but that is not a household. Everything she relies on, from the roof over her head to the safety of the street, is provided by male effort. And I know we've been taught to live in delusion these late years, but everything, and I mean everything, is from male effort. Society tries to put the woman on the same level by focusing on things like paychecks, but a paycheck doesn't build a house, and a paycheck doesn't stop an intruder. The man's role is foundation. The woman's role is secondary to that foundation. The only reason the equal narrative exists is because the government has stepped in to act as a surrogate man. Yeah, somebody got to say the shit. They stepped in to act as a fucking surrogate man. Yep. Y'all been tripping. Got to. Y'all know what's up. You motherfuckers running around on this net because people in real life know what's up. People be knowing the natural order in real life, whether they like it or not. Let's continue to share the message to people that can be easily misled because they don't understand how to use their mind. Okay? We have to be there. We have to be the safeguards. Alright? Women only feel equal or independent because they are being shielded by a massive system. And we all know this system come in the form of police, courts, welfare, and many more, but are built and run by men. Here's the reality check. If you remove that artificial shield, the equality vanishes instantly. A woman cannot protect herself or her children against the raw elements of the world. She can't protect herself the way a man can. To claim equality while relying on a man-made system for survival is one of the biggest contradictions ever in the history of contradictions. But let's get into the devaluation of the man. The worthless rhetoric we see on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and everywhere else you look is a tool used to keep the man from the rightful position. So if we want to rock it y'all way, women been in power, y'all been doing y'all thing for the last 50, 70 years, whatever you want to call it. Look at the fucking state of our people and tell me, since y'all been holding it down, what has changed? And I'm not saying this to hurt you, I'm saying this to help. See, I for one love women. I love your strength. I appreciate you, but I appreciate you in the role that you're supposed to play, not some inflated delusion. And with us fighting against each other, we can never fucking make it. See, I have no problem with hearing my woman out and allowing me to see if I'm wrong. But you're not gonna dictate anything. Come on, man. Even in it just doesn't work that way. Come on, let's just be real. Why you think there's an underlying respect amongst men? See, we know this amongst us. You play certain shit with the wrong type of man, you gonna lose your motherfucking life. It ain't nothing else to be said. And he gonna do that shit with the police sitting there. You run across the right one. So we know respect is a must. It's not, come on, man. Anybody that's playing the long game, that is, because you think, you got people out here too that don't give a fuck about respect, don't give a fuck about nobody, and them the people that be, and don't get me wrong, a lot of innocent people die too, but you get what I'm saying. But let's get back to it. By teaching women they are equal or better than men, the system breaks the natural respect that allows a family to function. You hear me? And look at how this well-maintained machine is running today. We can't even operate because we got transitions trying to be exhaust systems. We got fucking batteries trying to be fucking alternators, and we got motherfucking, don't nobody know how to play that role no more. Everybody want to be a motherfucking chief. You got to be an Indian first. But most people aren't using their brains. They are just repeating a script that tells them the man is optional. They don't see that a man who builds and protects is the highest value an individual can have. They think that's just a gift. That's why it's always a sad reality when you begin to see what one man won't do. What one man won't do, another one will. No, they won't. Majority of the times, it just get worse. And you rack up a body count. And now you get to a point where you can't even pay a motherfucker to touch you. Come on, let's keep it real. But a woman must recognize that her security and provision flow from the man's labor and strength. But see, we got to understand too, because every man in his meat suit is not a man. If that man is not conducting his business like he's supposed to, he is not a man. A lot of us are little boys still. And I'll be the first to say, if I keep this shit on me, I didn't become a man until I was well into my fucking 30s. And I'm 39. So you get my drift. Like, it takes us a while before we finally get it. And then if you don't allow yourself to experience things and go through things and really like test yourself and stretch yourself, how would you ever really truly know who the fuck you are? Like, not just lashing out and reacting. Like, really think, watch yourself, learn yourself, as if it was a piece of an equipment like you would do a fucking iPhone. Because you're far greater than that once you begin to learn what the fuck you're capable of. Man, hey, pressure. But let's get back to it. When everyone knows their place, men and women, but the man is the head and the woman as the supporter of that vision, the unit becomes unbreakable. When they compete for the same level, they both fall. The truth of the matter remains. You cannot build a sovereign nation or a strong family on a lie. The man provides the structure and the shield. The woman operates within that protection. To pretend they are the same is to ensure that neither ever reaches their full potential. How you want folks think the enemy got the upper hand in the first place? Think long and hard, man. See, there's one thing about the people of today. Y'all pride yourself for peeping when a motherfucker trying to pull one over on you. But when it comes to these goofball ass politicians, they be able to pull the simplest shit over you. And you act as if you don't even peep steady. That's really good. But like, share, and subscribe, man. Follow wherever you see me at, wherever this ends up, because we're going hard all year long, man. Peace out.